Well, hello YouTube, and I told you I'd be doing another video if the weather was cooperating with me. And it is, actually. There's a couple of things I want to talk to y'all about, and a couple of things that I found out about. Now, I don't know if you might know this, but ICE is being deployed in Milan, Italy, and the people over there didn't know about this. And it's supposed to be for the Winter Olympics. Now, I think here's a bad idea, deploying ICE to a place that's not America. Really and truly, so here's a bad fucking idea. But I don't think people comprehend exactly how bad this can actually get. Just say ICE goes ahead and they assault someone from a different country in Italy. Okay, just say they assault another Italian person. Well, this could be seen massively bad. But I also wanted to bring point to this part as well, that you know how how they protested against the killing of Renee Good, and I hope I'm saying his name right, Alex Pretty, I guess. I don't really know how to say his name very well. But when you think about this, these deportations and everything else that's happened, this all happened before. Okay, now some of you, actually a lot of you, might not know this, but way back when, before everyone used to stand up in unison and everything like that, this actually happened to Native Americans. This was an actual thing that really did happen. The only difference was they weren't deporting them anywhere else, they were just killing them. Okay? Let's be completely honest about that. And I also wanted to bring to the attention that most people don't talk about the things that happen to Native Americans. They don't bring them up into conversations. They don't talk about them on the news. And I get my news from a very great and amazing news place. It's called Native Voice One. Now, everything with them talks about the problems and everyday life of indigenous people, Native Americans. And the one thing I wanted to bring to your attention on this part was that it's important to know what's going on with other Native Americans, other indigenous people, so people know what's going on. Because the regular news media does not talk about this. They refuse. Because you want to know why? It's not important to them, which is utterly bullshit. But I know how some people feel about this. They go all fucking political and shit. And first want to tell you, one of the protests I've seen on TV, okay, showed a flag. Actually, it was a flag, and it said, "This is native land." Now, that is absolutely true, 100% true. But the thing is that no one wants to hear about what's going on with natives. I think it's important that we all listen and try to understand and get rid of the racism, the stigma, and all this hatred. And now the one thing that I want to see is a world in peace, a world in harmony, where we can walk side by side with others. But that's just me, okay? And I'm glad that people are standing up and they're protesting all this. I'm really happy about this because that means the voices are heard. But I would like it much more if people started talking about the Native Americans who were also, well, not were, are also being detained. And they were taken right off their reservations. And they were placed inside concentration camps, literally. And you can call them ICE detention. No, it's not ICE detention. It's what it actually is. But that's what I wanted to bring to you as well. But see, the other thing that I wanted to discuss was that I don't know if you guys might have heard. Maybe you have, okay? Because I don't know what you're watching, you know what I'm saying? But that how in May, Jerome Powell is going to be leaving the Federal Reserve. Now, I don't know if, like I said, if y'all all heard this or not, but I wanted to bring it to your attention in case you haven't. Now, Jerome Powell will be leaving from the Federal Reserve chair in May. And Trump has already picked someone else to be in this Federal Reserve chair spot to lower interest rates. That's a bad idea and a very bad move. That makes inflation even higher. It makes it more worse on everyone else. But these are things I want to talk to you about and share these experiences with you and this knowledge with you. But I also want to let you know that I will be doing some videos in the near future when it's a little bit more warmer, and I want to show you down some streets. I want to show you some streets down in where I'm at. They have some very nice spots down there, very beautiful actually, and I want to share that with y'all. Now, I wasn't able to stream yesterday, but I'm streaming today, and excuse me. I also want to thank all of you for watching my content, for being able to see my videos, even if you don't like them, even if you don't subscribe to them. You can subscribe. It is completely free, no charge, nothing like that. It's all free, I guarantee. And I also want to ask you that when you hear about these deportations and these immigrants, what they call immigrants, being arrested, I hope that you stand up and say, that's bullshit. Because when I was watching the news, a 5-year-old boy was being detained by ICE. And J.D. Vance said this boy's father was an illegal alien. Now that is a crock of shit. He's a human being. He's not from a different planet. He's not a different species. We all bleed the same color. We are all human beings. No one is illegal. Nobody. We are all human. They call it the land of the free. Well, yeah, you can say that because the land was never actually paid for. Well, in one small sense it was. It was paid for in blood by the genocide of Native Americans. But this land is not free. And I hope that when you hear about these arrests from ICE and these detentions by these ICE people, they're not agents. No, they're not agents. They're racist. Okay? They're racist as fuck. And we all know this. But I hope that when you see these things happening, that you remember this. Imagine a land in unity. Imagine a land where everyone walks side by side in peace. No stigma, no racism, no hatred, because hatred breeds more hatred. Racism breeds more racism. And I'll be the first one to say, I stand in support of all Native American people. I always will. They were the ones who were here first. We need to acknowledge that and stand by them. We need to stand by those who were originally here, not push them aside because of racial ideas or the stigma or this whatever the fuck is going on. I want you to actually think. These people were here first. They bleed like you and me. Just because there's a different skin tone does not make them less of a person. And I was hoping to get this message out to y'all. Like I said, I'm very, very happy that you all watch my videos. And I did comment to a couple of videos on one of my other. I did a comment, on one of my other videos, and it was a food video I did, and I do try to comment as much as possible, and I'm glad that you all get to see my videos. And Saturday and Sunday I won't be able to stream probably at all because of the weather conditions, and I'm going to do my utmost, my very best, because right now you probably can't see my face very well because it's really cloudy. It's really cloudy above me. I mean, it's pretty damn dark. But I'm going to do my best to stream and to talk to you some more about things that's going on. But this is some things that, like I said, not trying to repeat myself. If I do, sorry about that. But I just wanted to bring these to your attention and to make certain that you all knew how appreciative I am. And in the near future, I do intend to have some merch in the near future. But I just want to let y'all know tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, I won't be doing any streaming. If I do, it would be very short, maybe about a minute, maybe 3 at the max, like the average videos. And I've heard about how bad the cold weather is up there by y'all. If you're from the north, I hope you stay warm, because these cold blasts, oh, you can freeze you out. It's really bad. But just stay safe out there. Please be careful. I want every single one of y'all to be careful, to stay warm, and just remember, when you hear about these detentions, of these ICE detentions, I hope that you understand and agree with what I'm saying, that no one is illegal. We're all human beings, and just because you're a different skin tone does not make you less of. And that's about it. I also still want to point out the goal: 500 subscribers, 3 million public watch hours or views, and I want to thank all of you. Your support in watching my content, even if you don't like it, is, if you don't press that like button, it's still fine. The fact that you're viewing my content means a great deal to me, and I'm hoping you enjoy these videos. I really do. But like I said, I also want to repeat one thing I did say before. I will be showing you around Bay St. Louis, where I'm at, in the near future, but it has to be a little bit more warmer, because where I want to show you at, I want to be able to show you how beautiful it really looks down in certain spots, and I really hope y'all enjoy it. I really do, because it's great down here. It really is. But again, on the goal, going to repeat the goal again: 500 subscribers, 3 million public watch hours, and if we can get 500 subscribers and 3 million public watch hours, I'll do my best to do some merch that I can try to do online. No guarantees. So I'm trying to figure out how to do all that. So please bear with me and see where it goes. And if you are from the Mississippi area, if you're from Mississippi, give a shout out, give a like, give a comment. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're at. Hell, I'm showing you my face, and I wasn't going to do that until I had 500 subscribers. I wanted to do that. I want to show my face to you so you know exactly what I look like and who I am. And again, thank you all for viewing my content, and thank you for all your comments. I do read them when I get them, and want to let y'all know, I know I repeated myself. Thank you. And have a good day or afternoon. Stay warm out there, y'all.